Good morning. All right, got done with my dynamic triathlete warm-up. Oh, shoot. I don't have a bottle. Of course, I missed the noon throw. Ooh, we're almost getting to 2 days of ride time. Forget it. Missed my heart rate. All right, let's see here. What do we got here? Let's check out my works here. Ooh. Yeah, this was 14.8, not 148. Not really. Those are all too short. I want something a little bit longer today. Those are big climbs, big climbs. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do a huge climb today. Let's see here. Delete that message. Oh yeah, hold on. You're gonna see a couple alerts. Do not be alarmed. Yep, that was my schedule for today.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky.
This one might actually be a good one. Yeah. All right. We'll do this one, and then we'll wait. Hold on. Something's not right. Hold on. Okay, 1 second. I gotta reset my stream for hold on, give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Sorry, just had to reset my Rumble stream. It wasn't connecting for some odd reason. Second time it's done that now within the past about month or so. But all right. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get going. Alright, what is up? Happy Turkey Week, everyone. We're back on the bike here. All right. Whew. Ooh, my tuchus is a little sore. That's okay. This is why we do these things. Hold up, forgot my music. Hold on. There is a small part of me that wants to be challenged and actually try to complete Ghosts and Goblins. Or Super Ghosts and Goblins. Alright. Basically getting a little bit of work done early in the week. As I have my, what I like to say, infamous, I have my infamous half marathon coming up at the end of the week. For those of you that might be saying, what? Where are you racing? Literally a block away. Basically, what I do is every year, I got a 7-mile loop that I run. And it's basically my house to a train station, all the way across town to nearly the opposite side of town. Like, I'm basically going laterally almost all the way across my town. Like, basically, when I get to the train station, like, I'm at the westernmost boundary of my town. And then if I run all the way to the other side, let me think, that street is, if I get all the way down, I'm about a block away from entering the next town. So, basically what I do is, I do 2 of these loops. So then with 2 of these loops, I get 14 miles. So basically now I got it stuck in my head, 13.1 is the finish line. So I don't have to go hard that last mile. I can go 13.1. I'll go 13.2 to make sure and seal the deal. So we're going 13.2 miles at pace, and then I walk the rest of the way home. And then collapse and hate myself. The good thing is I don't have work that day. And I'm only planning on painting that day. So I can get my half marathon in, relax, get some recovery done, and then go into paint mode. Basically, I kind of have it set up to where there's a decent chance I might get almost the entire first coat done on my house during the course of the rest of this week. Which, that'd be pretty good. Now, mind you, this is the main house, not the taqueria, which is a detached garage. So yeah. So yeah, it could be good. Could be good. Alright. We're gonna do the same thing as last time. We're gonna do 10 minutes here. And then we're gonna kick it up. Yeah, you want it's been 5 minutes. We can kick it up one gear. So I did something a little bit different this morning. I tried one of my dynamic triathlete warm-ups. So Dynamic Triathlete is an affiliate of my stream, mostly affiliate of Feral Swim Tech, but also of this one as well. It's a wonderful little stretching and mobility app. Yeah, strength, mobility app designed more specifically for triathletes and the problems that we face in terms of doing 3 different sports. But legitimately anyone can benefit from it. If you go down the link tree, you can scroll all the way down. Excuse me. You can scroll all the way down, and you can check it out. Dynamic Triathlete, offer code SWIM, SWIM, for 10% off. So it's a full year for about $80. All right. Got 7.5 minutes here. Starting to poke into that zone 2. Ooh, we're in an aquarium. So this is kind of a slow burn of a climb. Making our way up. Got my Nintendo Wii Sports towel. Which I used to blow my nose. We're at low zone 2 here. This is mostly where I want to keep it. I want to keep things pretty light today. But yeah, so new week, new game on the schedule. Not necessarily a new game, but we got a new game in the rotation. So we're all finished with Fist, forged in ShadowTech. So we're gonna be swapping that out with Eternites. So yes, Warframe tonight. And then Tuesday, Wednesday will be Metaphor. Thursday and Friday will be Eternites. Now last week, I was hoping to watch Borderlands with my buddy Josh, but he couldn't make it. he didn't realize what his Saturday schedule was, and it involved a lot of really early morning things. So he's like, yeah, I gotta be waking up too early. So yeah, we're gonna have to cancel on you. He felt bad, but hey, you know what? Gaming on Rumble came by and dropped $20. So never a bad thing. I'm okay with that. So we were able to play a bunch of Metaphor that night. Played about, it was a good hour and a half plus. I know some of you may be saying, what? Just an hour and a half, dude. When it gets to Wednesday and Thursday, for some odd reason, these past like 2 weeks, I've just been dead. Like I can barely get an hour in. I'm like, what's going on? But I also know that I do keep a pretty crazy schedule. Like I remember having a buddy of mine that was like, Farrell, how do you do it? How do you do what you do? I was like, define that. It's like, well, you do triathlons. You're a father of 3. You're a video game streamer at night. You have a full-time job. You have church callings. You teach swim lessons. How do you do it? Well, I do it because that's how I'm wired. It is something inside of me that I can't just sit down and be lazy. Well, I mean, I got 2 reasons for this. Number 1, if I sit down and be lazy, my wife gets on my case. Number 2, if I sit down and be lazy, something happens around my house to where I can't just sit down. I basically convinced myself I'm not allowed to sit down and be lazy very often. Very rarely I can be lazy, but not very often. So then, number 3, it's just how I've lived my entire life. Where, like even in college, I was a civil engineering major and on the swim team. So yeah, that was rough. And then in high school, like during high school swim season, I do 3.5 hours of practice every day. And then I'd also wake up for early morning seminary, which is a church-based Bible study class. So yeah, I'm pretty used to just having my schedule jam-packed with things and aspirations, and you know, one of the things is I'm just healthy enough to be able to pull it all off. So yeah, this week, I'm going to be saying something I'm thankful for every day when I post my streams on Discord and X. Today, I'm thankful for my health. Thankful that I am 40, I'm soon to be 41, and legitimately, when I was doing the half Ironmans, that was probably the best shape I was in. But, in general, I am in the best shape that I have been since college. When I was swimming 20 hours a week and running all over campus, hither and thither. All right, we're about halfway up this climb. Hey, we'll bump it up a little bit. Kind of ride that upper zone 2 area. So yeah, like I keep saying, I do this so I can go to my doctor, and my doctor can do the thing and look at me and say, you know what, Mr. Farrell, you're doing great. You're really, really in shape. Your cholesterol is fantastic. All of your organs are functioning fantastic. And you're doing great. And I say, great. Which does remind me, in about January or February, I got to schedule my next overall physical. Because one thing is, my father had cancer So it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I'm on top of that. Thankfully, he caught it super early. Did surgery, was able to take care of it. Hasn't had anything since. So I want to make sure, 100% knowing that I am proactive about my health, and I am making sure I'm on top of things so I don't get blindsided by something like that, especially when I know it runs in the family. We're just going to push. We do a little bit of a push to get to the top of this hill, just so we can finish it off at a decent rate. We'll bump it down a gear, back into a little bit easier. So for those of you that are wondering, yes, I race with Zoot, Team Zoot, makers of fine workout and competition apparel. Like, sincerely, I always give props for them on this. They're just an athletic company. They don't do all that other BS. They don't do any of that Activision crap. Activism, not Activision. They don't make video games, but basically, they're just like, hey, we like competing, we like working out, and by golly, we're gonna look good. So they have revolving collections. That's how they do their thing. They got a couple core, basic elements that they produce all the time, but most of their gear are what do they call collections. So they have lots of different patterns, lots of different style, not necessarily, well, visual styles. There you go. They have lots of visual styles that they come out with. All right, we're gonna take it real easy on this downhill. Majestic mountain, and done. Now we get a nice long downhill, bunch of 3 miles here. So yeah, Zoot's awesome. They're great guys. 3 miles incoming! Woohoo! Okay, let's see here. 23, 4. Let's see if we can make it. See if we can make it to the next downhill. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. I didn't zoom it till the next downhill. All right, let's push it just a little bit. Get to that next downhill section. I mean, let's face it here, I'm mostly on this bike right now to get my keister in shape. Because sometime in December and or January, I'm actually planning on a 100-mile ride. But yeah, it's gonna be very similar to going to be really similar to my half marathon. This is a self-guided 100 miles. And legitimately, it's going to take about 4 to 5 hours-ish to do that. There you go. Zooming down. We're also going to try for that achievement where you go over 16 miles an hour for a full hour. Alright, let's get back into it. Alright. 38% of the way there at 4.3 miles. We have done, we just did 316 feet of climbing, and we burned about 150 calories rolling on that. So I've burned off my fuel, my starting fuel. So something that's been interesting about getting into triathlon for me is the whole concept of fueling. Where, I mean, back in my swimming days, I would take a gel before 1,000, you know, relatively, before 200 backstroke, before 1,000. Now, I'd take a gel just to make sure my fuel reserves were tipped off. And let's face it, I always took the caffeinated chocolate gels. Because number one, when I was younger, that was the only crap, that's the only stuff that I would actually use. And then, so I would take that for just that little bit of jolt before my races. Just a little bit, not much. The caffeinated gels don't have that much. It's not like a rock star or anything like that. So yeah, I must say, things are going to get pretty interesting with RFK entering Health and Human Services. So those of you that do attend the stream, you know I'm not afraid of talking political stuff. But I must say, it is very interesting how you have a bunch of ex-Democrats, ex-hardcore Democrats, all being in Trump's cabinet. Now, a lot of people might say, wait a minute, why are you allowing that? Why are you okay with this? Well, scope. Scope. And not the mouthwash. But as long as each of those people really stay within their scope in terms of, oh, you know what? I feel insanely strongly. It's like he says about RFK. Like Trump says about RFK. Bobby, don't touch my liquid gold. Don't touch my oil. Where basically RFK is a big environmentalist guy. But Trump is like, hey, health. I want you for health. Stay with health. There's a lot you can do that is your playground in health. And then with Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, it's like, Okay? Intelligence. Stay in intelligence. Don't touch my oil. Which is actually really funny. He's like, just don't touch my gold. I don't want you to touch my gold. It's gonna be great. It's just like, good lord, we've got another 2 months to suffer through. Or a month and a half. And what's hilarious is I'm seeing all these people that are like, I'm moving to Europe. I'm leaving the States. It's like, good. Do it. If you feel that strongly about it, then do it. Just do it. See how life is over there. Have fun with your insanely high taxes. Have fun with living in a tiny squashed apartment. Have fun. Enjoy your new life as a serf in Europe. Okay, I have a lot of friends in Europe, okay? They're good people. They're good people. It's just, they're a little messed up. Governments are a little messed up in terms of priorities. But realistically, what are the goals that I have for a Trump 2.0? What is it that I truly believe Trump 2.0 will do? Well, I've had this long-standing theory where, and this was when he was formulating his campaign and really kind of laying out what he's setting out to do. I have this idea because if you really look at spending, Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security are the top three. They are the top three. And basically, we're at the point now to where we all know Social Security has no funding. Essentially no funding. The entirety, the majority of the Social Security war chest, so to speak, is drained. Because politicians over the decades have raided it time and time again. And the money that everyone believes is there is not there to the extent everyone thinks it is. So, here's my theory. With Doge and all of these other massive accountability measures, I think what Trump's going to do is get a better handle on the management side of the federal government. Because I propose that it is virtually impossible to rein in the big three, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. It's impossible to rein in those three without a massive audit of the entirety of the federal government and rooting out waste and corruption and being able to get it to a place where it can actually move. And not only that, we actually know what the heck is going on. Because that's the big thing. That is the big thing with the federal government. Nobody knows what's really going on with the federal government. I mean, sincerely, who has faith that the commander-in-chief actually knows there's 400 plus agencies? This is one of the big revelations that I didn't realize when Musk first started considering the whole Doge thing. There's over 400 agencies. There's over 7,000 federal buildings that are basically empty because of work at home allowances, or just simply they just don't use it. So, you know what? Time to clean house. Basically what I propose, this is what I propose. Trump takes all those buildings, implodes them all. Controlled demolitions, blow up. every single building that is not being used by the federal government and then sell the land. Just blow them all up. It's like, you want to talk about a work project? There's your work project. Blow them all up. Some might say, what? How dare you do that? And it's like, well, number one, you want your federal work program? Here's your federal work program. Number two, we need a visual for the American people in saying, you know what? We are cleaning house. We're getting rid of all the old trash. We're putting together a brand new vision for the federal government. One that doesn't waste your time and doesn't waste your money. And the other thing too is, I don't want the next guy to come in and say, "Oh, hey, let's reboot up all these old agencies. Let's throw them in their old buildings." No. Trump needs to make it to where each one of those 7,000 empty federal buildings cannot be easily repurchased by the federal government. They need to go. They need to all be bulldozed. As Ben Shapiro states, they need to salt the earth at all those federal buildings. All right, going up another incline here. Let's kick it up a little bit more. At 60% of the way there, we're 6.8 miles, 400 feet of climbing, 219 calories burned. We're gonna kick it up a little bit to get up this next little hill, because that's my big thing. My big thing is there is zero accountability on the federal level. It just doesn't exist. They do whatever they want. They don't care. And none of them are elected. None of these bureaucratic institutions have been elected. Well, elections have consequences. Well, they shouldn't have this much consequence. To where a president, that's not how this was designed. To where the president can just nominate a bunch of randos and give them unilateral power to control your life. Like, I still think in my lifetime, COVID will probably go down as one of the largest mistakes the United States has ever done. Allowing the bureaucratic, that should have been the absolute tipping point, where the bureaucratic state just went berserk and took way too much power and way too much control over ordinary citizens' lives and just wrecked house. You know, there's a lot of people talking about, like, oh yeah, the unvaccinated. It's like, well, you know what? I got the Johnson & Johnson one. That wound up being basically piss water. Because I absolutely did not want the mRNA injections. I did not want that. So I decided, you know what? The Johnson & Johnson, that one's a more traditional one. You know what? Should be okay with that one. Felt like crap the day after. But honestly, I don't think I'll ever get a flu shot ever again. I don't think I'll be getting any flu shots. Cause I know that they're sneaking the COVID inside the flu, because shocker, it's the flu. It's a cold. It's a cold now. That's all it is now. It's like, look, and I know two people that passed away from COVID complications. But look, one of them was a big guy with major health complications. And the other guy wound up contracting pneumonia. So, you know, but that's not worth injecting a bunch of crap in your body, especially when you know you're in tip-top shape. Excuse me. Ooh. And, yeah, I just have no desire to do that anymore. All right, we're getting up this hill. About halfway up this hill. But yeah, basically when I do the 100 miler, we're gonna go about, we'll break it up into four 25-mile segments, and we'll basically, I think we'll do it once an hour. We'll get off the bike for about 5 minutes, just kind of take a 5-minute break about every hour. And like I said, this is mostly going to be, we'll probably do five off, 2 on, where we'll do 2 minutes at zone 3, and then we'll do 5 minutes at zone 2. So we'll do 5-minute rotations. So basically what I'm gonna attempt to do here is we're gonna kind of do, like I said, we're going to be choosing a route that's very flat. Like we're talking, I know that there's a route with like maybe 14 feet of climbing. But basically, I want to make sure it is just a flat course. There is zero ups and downs. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up. I'm going to look on YouTube and see what movies they got. As we're going to queue up some movies. We're going to have a movie marathon from the YouTubes. All right, we're almost to the crest of this. We're now at about 518 miles of climbing, 7.8 miles, 268 calories burned. I think tomorrow morning we're going to play some Metaphor, because I want to take it easy this week before my race. Thursday's ride is going to be all easy. Very, very light. All right. Actually, Thursday I might want to just, yeah, I think Thursday we'll just be playing Metaphor early in the morning, I think. Well, it'll depend on what the actual schedule is that we're doing. Planning on going to a theme park Thursday morning. You know, I was thinking about it, and really did have a good. Really wasn't bad this summer. We had a couple pretty decent heat waves in the later part of summer, but like, I think there was only like maybe one or maybe less than 5 streams that I had to just kind of nope out of because it was too hot to stream out here in the garage. Because I did, I put insulation in a number of years ago. Like, and it's definitely doing its work. Man, it's like my left elbow, man. Or maybe I'll do a mostly upper body weight workout tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do upper body and abs. All right, we're getting about 80 miles. Yeah, I think we're gonna cut it here. We're gonna cut it here today. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the hour and a half that I assumed that I was gonna be able to get, but that's okay. But yeah, I did get started a little bit later than I wanted to. There's just some mornings that I'm just lazy getting out here and getting all set up. But yeah, I think probably beginning of February, I'm gonna schedule another bike fit. I'm gonna schedule another bike fit and see what's possible. See if maybe there's an update to my bike fit that I can do. All right, we're at 9.5 miles now. Just clicking along here. Just about done. You know, it's like the things that I like about riding virtually is that I get to continuously be pushing on the pedals. All right, heading on a little downhill. All right, break time's over. Got about a mile left. So like I said before, I am planning on doing a half marathon run on Friday. Definitely just taking it easy this week. Basically, my goal is going to go about sub 2:10, 2 hours 10 minutes, because that would mean I'm running at about 10-minute miles, sub 10-minute miles. As I think 2:15 is my fastest half marathon that I've ever done, so I want to try and hit 10-minute miles. See, the nice thing about my route is I got 2 dedicated bathroom stops on the route. Got 2 dedicated bathroom stops. It's a well-lit part of town in terms of street lights. So it is a good half marathon course for a self-guided half marathon. So, all right, 10.7 miles. We're just cruising here to the finish. Nice and light. I got about 0.3 miles left. So we're at 10.9 miles, 588 feet of climbing, 335 calories. Not bad. So basically the only reason I check the calories is that that's active calories. And then typically if you exercise within about an hour of waking up, that actually helps your metabolism kick into gear for longer. Helps you burn calories over a longer period of time. Yeah, I think the end's in sight. The end is in sight. Actually, no. Or is it? Is it that? No, I don't think it's that green part. I think it's before the green part. That's a sprint stage. Got a little hill we're climbing up here. All right, well, just remember, if you like what you see here, if you like my random banterings while I'm on a bike, hit that follow button, hit the like button. We'll greatly appreciate it. Gonna be back later tonight with Warframe. Playing Warframe tonight. Hopefully, maybe we'll have the return of Mr. Artemis back from his gallivantings in Japan, where he is able to view a bunch of stuff that I've done at Disney Tokyo Fantasy. Yeah, it's right after the sprint stage. I see it. No, I am not going to burn myself through this sprint stage. No, I'm not doing that. Shooby-dooby, the shooby-dooby, the doobie-dooby. Oh, I guess the sprint stage is the opposite direction. There are some of these that are one direction, the other ones that are opposite directions. All right, 3, 2, 1, done. Oops. My wife stole my shoot. My wife stole my music. All right. All right. That is it, amigos. Oh, we got Mark Ma'am. All right, that is gonna be it, amigos. We're gonna end our ride. Gonna upload it. Not too bad of a. That was good. Halfway through level 20. We're gonna go and bank that 100 coin. There you go, 100 coins. Bing bang boom. Let's check the garage real quick. So purchasable. Yeah, there's just a lot of these companies that I honestly don't know who they are. Like, I know Envy. I know Cologno. I know Envy. Okay, those are essentially the same, except one's blue. That one's got more aero. That one is a weight machine. Man. Here, hold on. So Cologne. How much does this bike cost? 13, is this really a 13? Yep. Well, technically it's a $17,000 bike. So this is, okay, so that is a used version. So a V4R. Okay, can you not, please? From 17,500. $17,000. That's an $18,000 bicycle. That's what that is, ladies and gentlemen. The V4 RS TDF edition is a $18,000 bicycle. Okay, what's the... Here, hold on. What's the standard? Okay, hold on. So they do a bunch of these so Steel Novo, C68, V4 RS. Okay, so this is the base bike. I was like, why is this specialized? Oh, no, there's the clog now. Oh, hey, there's Emirates. Here, wait. Is this the TDF edition? RVLM. Yeah. So anyway, what's the configurations on this bike? Okay, let's customize it. Let's do this real quick. This is always fun to do. Powered by London Dynamics. All right. Okay. Okay, size. So 570, that would be what I can do. So group set, super record wireless from Champangolo. Interesting. I don't know what this super record wireless is. I've never heard of that from Champangolo. So the dual. Oh. We got to get Dura Ace 2 plus power meter. Where'd it go? Did it glitch? Okay. So crank set. I would do 170 millimeter cranks. I know some people are like, what? It's like, well, I'm a tall guy. I have longer legs. So a cassette, I don't really know teeth that well on cassette. So racing wind, 420. Okay, why not? Okay, so that showed the depth. Handlebars. Okay, so that's just standard handlebars. Handlebar size. Wow, there's a lot of handlebar size here. That is a gorgeous looking bike. Wow, that's only 8,000. Huh. What's the C series? Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Let's find the dumbest bike I can get. Yeah, here's the Road Titanium, the C68 Road Titanium. Yeah, that's a $25,000 bike right there, folks. $25,000 for that. But that is definitely carbon fiber cranks, oversized pulley. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that bike. Yeah, and here's the V4RS, the Tadej. Because I guess I do like one specific colorway. But the Fleur de Lis, that is a ridiculous. It's like, seriously? Is that paint job kind of looks like butt? Oh, there's only 100 numbered pieces. Modular carbon construction, carbon fork disc brakes. Oh, carbon fork 4 disc brakes. So it's all carbon. Okay, this model has an overall maximum limit of 120 kilograms. Okay, so that's 265 pounds. So basically, I can ride this thing. But Biggins, you're not riding this thing. So they give you crank lengths. Yeah, special edition Tour de France, hand spoked in Italy with special gold spokes. Okay, there you go. That's how. Yeah, the NV Inner Drive. Yeah, that's their top of the line. I know that's their top of the line hubs. Ugh, yikes. Yeah, special edition, special edition, special edition. Yeah, that's why this is $25,000. So anyway, amigos, we're gonna call it there for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know this is like stupid stuff that I will never ever buy. But basically, I'd be looking at about, oh, hey, here's the Fleur de Lis. Here, that's the funny thing. The Fleur de Lis edition Cologno, yeah, this is the one we were just looking at, is only 60,000 coins, but the Tour de France edition is 150,000 coins. I mean, it's got slightly better aero capacity on it. But yeah, that is actually really funny. So anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day. So like I said, Warframe tonight. Hope to see you there. Until then, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris. Wherever you are, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.